It is our Boots on the Ground tour, and we are at Washburn, North Dakota. Clark Price is with us at River Ag. Clark Farms, you got feedlot, you Pioneer Dealer, and River Ag, you got animal health products here as well.
Yep, we do. We kind of get it all around agricultural supply stores, what we got, and like I said, farm and ranch besides.
So give me an idea, when did you get started this spring?
Oh, we got started seeding around the first part of May. I mean, May 5th, I think it was, and we got started on some soybeans early first, because our wheat ground where our wheat was going was a little too wet, so we decided we might as well go where we can go. So,
give me an idea how things are shaping up. A lot of guys are still fighting mud. I'm sure you guys are in some areas, but you told me you could use a rain.
Yeah, right in this area, we could use a rain right now. We kind of missed that one last weekend, so most people take an inch of rain right now here. So, just because everything's pretty much getting in the ground, there's not a lot to do anymore, and guys are needing to spray, but they're willing to sit back and take a rain.
So give me an idea, what shape is some of that early planted crop that you got in at this point?
It's looking really good right now. A lot of the wheat that's coming up, and the beans and the corn too, that are all coming out of the ground, look really good. We've had good moisture, so everything was put into good moisture. So yeah, it looks good. We need a little heat. We've been a little cool, but that's all right.
It's nice to see some green grass here compared to when I was out here a year ago.
Yeah, the green grass is nice to go look at, because you drive around the countryside, we are green. We're really green.
It should be some good hay cropping for the cattle guys too.
Yeah, the ranchers they needed this break, or we wouldn't have any cows out west anymore, because their hay yards were empty, and pastures really needed to recover.
So you had that snow. Was that kind of the gave you the moisture boost you needed here this spring?
Yeah, it kind of seems like that snowstorm changed the pattern. It was tough on the ranchers. The ranchers really went through a lot of trouble, calving in that time of the year. But, most of them that I've talked to said, that's all right, because if we didn't get any moisture, the cows were going to be gone anyway. So it was a good change of the patterns.
Let's talk about the crop itself. Those weeds still want to grow, and no matter what's happening with the weather. How are we looking in that territory?
Yeah, the weed pressure out there is pretty heavy. I mean, all the crops last year that didn't really amount to much, the weeds still did grow and went to seed, and so we got a lot of weed seeds out there. But most guys are getting their spraying done, they're getting on it, and but there's a big problem with kochia in this country.
So were guys able to get a pre down in this area?
Most everybody's doing pre's on everything. I mean, on their beans and their corn. It's just because of our kochia problem. We need to get ahead of that when it's little before it gets too big.
So what's your expectation as we look forward here in this growing season?
Well, it's anybody's guess, but if we keep raining, we're going to have a good year, I think. I mean, it looks like the commodity prices are there, and I mean, if we get some yield out of this, we'll have a good year in the farming industry around here.
We can use those, right?
We need them. We've been too many years without, so I mean, it's time to get some of that back. Yeah,
exactly right. Clark Price with us again, Washburn, North Dakota. It is our Boots on the Ground tour.